Hello, I am RK. Let me ask you something most people never dare to say out loud. Why do some people, not necessarily the smartest, not even the hardest working, seem to get ahead faster? Why do they get the top projects, the big promotions, the seat at the decision making table, while others, equally talented, stay stuck? The truth is, in every office, every company, every industry, these are unspoken rules. Rules that are not written in any HR policy, rules that your manager may never tell you, rules that separate the average from the leaders. Today, we are going to decode them. This is not about politics or flattery. It is about understanding how the real game works and how you can play it with confidence, integrity, and a clear sense of purpose. Let's begin. Let's start with a simple idea. Your work is not your only work. सिर्फ काम ही आपका काम नहीं है, इसके अलावा भी कुछ करना पड़ता है. Yes, your performance matters. Yes, your numbers, your KPIs, your deadlines, they all matter. But performance alone does not guarantee growth. I repeat, performance alone does not guarantee growth. Think about it. If you have been working for 10 or 15 years and you are still being evaluated only on your deliverables, not your judgment, not your influence, not your leadership potential, then something is missing. And that something often lies in the unspoken rules. Let's explore 7 unspoken rules of climbing the corporate ladder one by one. Rule number 1, visibility is not showing off, it's a strategy. मतलब विजिबिलिटी शो ऑफ करने के लिए नहीं होती है, ये एक लॉन्ग टर्म स्ट्रेटजी होती है टू बी डिमॉन्स्ट्रेटेड कंसिस्टेंटली. You might be doing excellent work quietly, consistently, but here is the truth. Invisible work is often ignored. People can only value what they see, isn't it? So, if decision makers don't know what impact you are creating, they won't consider you for the bigger roles. So, how do you create visibility without sounding boastful? There are simple ways like start summarizing key wins in your team meetings or write crisp data backed updates to your manager proactively or share credit in group emails while subtly highlighting your contribution or volunteer to present in cross functional reviews or town halls. Remember, visibility is not about bragging, it's about owning your voice in the room. Let's jump to rule number 2. People don't just promote work, they promote people. They promote people they know, people they trust. This rule stings a little, but it's real. It's truth, hard truth. Promotions are not always about who is the most competent. They are about who is trusted to handle more. And trust is built through relationship. So ask yourself, do I know what matters most to my manager or to a senior people? Or do I make their job easier or harder? Or do I show up as a dependable, composed, solution focused? Or I'm always cribbing, complaining? Take time to build real relationship, not just transactional ones. Have a coffee chat with a senior colleague or ask someone from another team what they are working on. Congratulate people publicly for their wins because, in the long run, your network is your net worth, especially inside your company. Let's go to rule number 3, which is learn the art of strategic communication. A lot of mid career professionals struggle here. They speak in long winded technical explanations. They give too much detail, too little direction. Too much detail, but too little direction. Leaders don't have time for that. They want the summary, the risk, the recommendation. So start practicing the executive summary mindset. Like, here is what we are seeing, here is what it means, and here is what I suggest we do. Use less words but sharper words. Write emails that respect time of senior management. Speak in meetings as if every minute counts. That's how people start seeing you as a leader, not just as a team member. Rule number 4, don't wait to be picked. Start picking yourself. One of the most damaging myths is if I keep doing good work, someone will notice me. Sometimes it do happen. They will notice you, but often they are too busy with their own fires. So what do the most successful professionals do? They signal their ambition. They say things like, I would love to lead a cross functional initiative next quarter. Any suggestions? Or, I am ready to mentor newer team members. Can I take that up? Or, if there is a strategic planning committee, I would love to be considered. They do it not in a demanding way, in a curious, initiative driven way. Be proactive because in leadership, initiative is highly appreciated. Rule number 5, understand the business, not just your function. This is a game changer. If you only understand your role, say finance or HR or operations, then you are always be seen as an executor. But the moment you start understanding like how your company makes money or what keeps the CEO up at night or what the market is doing or where the industry is headed, you start sounding like a leader. You do this, read the annual reports, read research analyst report, attend investors call even if you are not in finance, ask business questions during skip level meetings, and slowly you will shift from someone who does the job to someone who gets the business, someone who understands the business. That's when the growth unlocks. Rule number 6, control your narrative before others define it. In every company, people form impressions like he is a solid but not leadership material. She is reliable but not strategic. Oh, they are good but not a people person. Sometimes these perceptions are unfair, but once formed, they are hard to change unless you own your story. So ask yourself, what 3 words do I want people to associate with me? Am I reinforcing those through my behavior and communication or no? For example, if you want to be seen as a problem solver, are you bringing solutions or just escalation? If you want to be seen as a people leader, are you mentoring, coaching, supporting others? Craft your personal brand inside the organization. And now we come to rule number 7. Finally, rule number 7, upgrade your mindset from execution to ownership. The final unspoken rule, stop thinking like an employee, start thinking like an owner. So, what owners do? Owners don't just flag problems, they propose fixes. Owners don't wait for deadlines, they drive deadlines. Owners don't blame others, they take responsibility. This mindset shift from what should I do to what needs to be done changes everything. Managers promote those who make their lives easier. They promote those who can lead without being told. So start small. Take full ownership of a project end to end. Show that you can think beyond your job description. That's how promotions really happen. Here is the thing, you don't need to become someone else to grow. You don't need to play politics. You don't need to be loud, fake, or flashy. You just need to understand the game and then play it your way with grace and intent. Start by being visible, build meaningful relationship, communicate with clarity, think like a business leader, not just as a functional expert. And most of all, own your journey. If this episode gave you that clarity, share it with someone who needs to hear this today. Comment below what's one spoken rule you have discovered in your career. And don't forget to subscribe because this is just the beginning. Watch out for my next video about 10 common interview mistakes professionals over 35 make. You surely don't want to miss that. This is Rajul Kumar. Thanks for watching this and see you in the next video.